Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
It's 3 a.m. and the sirens are going off. Another rocket attack. I've got my boots and got my ammo in my 50-pound sack. A 100 boys headed to war in this world unknown. The only peace of mind I've got are these letters from home. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here in Kandahar. Well, most of us, we made it home, but we never came back. When we close our eyes at night, we hear a rocket attack. I've tried to talk and tell you about it, but it ain't the same. All these thoughts that run through my head, well, they can't be tamed. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here in Kandahar. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here. We ain't far from Kandahar. In Kandahar.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
It's break 'em off some. That's right, break 'em off some. Yeah. Guess what I had? Yeah. I had some coffee. That's right. Pinche café bustelo. I don't know if my Spanish should be more of a Southern Mexican type of dialect, but broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence, drinking out of my WTF Nation U.S. Army WTF Moments Top Fan mug. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Filled with yours truly favorite, Café Bustelo. Rocking it here on the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence on this 7 May 2020 with my gunner in the chute, Spanky.
Hey, y'all. No coffee here.
No coffee? Oh, you don't know coffee? Dude, man, come on, you need to drink some of the coffee. Anyways. Right.
No, I don't do coffee.
Well, go to usawtfm.com and you can get your mug. Thank you, drive through. At any rate.
Come again.
Yeah, exactly. I just had pamphlets airdropped asking for cool videos. No, man, I'm good. Anyways, so welcome to the show. This show, I've been kind of distracted. I've had there's been some screenshots that have been coming into the inbox lately that have gotten me a little disturbed. I wouldn't say disturbed, just kind of concerned, because I care about you. I care about the non-commissioned officer corps in our U.S. Army. I care about the leaders that try to impart some valuable knowledge amongst the troops, amongst the formations. I'm going to speak all, like, I can speak bug words right now. I'm going to speak buzzwords.
Lethality.
Yeah, lethality. Lethality, and get some haircuts and ACFTs and APFTs when not supposed to. But I'm seeing that trend. I am seeing our leaders that literally will say you need to have the Army values, leadership, loyalty, duty, respect, self-service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Okay, ingrained in my head, right? Still ingrained. I remember when it was the 4 C's. The Army values were the 4 C's: competence, commander, commitment, and courage. That was old school. That's old school. That's Sergeant of the Army Gates. That's old Sergeant of the Army kid. I'm old school. So the 4 C's, and then leadership is how the Army values. And I'm seeing the messages and all that. Yes, we're going to have a COVID update. I am seeing messages, and I'm seeing a lot of information that's being sent down to the force that clearly it would see WTF JAG, Morgan, the J1, big bosses, Sergeant Major, WTF Sergeant Major. We're going through the job, going through the information, and we are getting screenshots of. It almost seems like as if it's blatant in their disobedience. The leaders. Doing it, and I don't want to say that they're not really. I don't know. They're not. They shouldn't be or not be doing anything or something like that. But damn, Sarts, you need to kind of police yourselves up and talk to your leaders, advise your commanders on some of the decisions that they're making. It almost appears like all the stuff that was put out by the DOD is not being adhered to. It's almost like, I don't want to say it's like do as I say, not as I do, whatever, but damn, if there's anything else that I've learned from this pandemic and this COVID crisis, is we kind of need to step back a little bit and kind of look at how we are going to be seen by our soldiers and our subordinates and our peers, actually, and implementing some of the stuff that was literally guidance. It is specific guidance that was handed by our civilian leadership. Seeing slides of PT tests. Hey, yeah, even though we're not supposed to be taking the APFT and the ACFT, we're gonna show you guys how to get around it. There are literally briefs. They're briefs of ingenuity. I mean, these leaders are lauding these first sergeants and the commanders are like, and I'm thinking, am I missing something here? I never want to see. As a matter of fact, from the period of January 2020 until about we go back to normal, whenever that is, we better not see any INSU-ER. We better not see any OER that has the loyalties of the Army values checked in the no. As a matter of fact, I think it should be flipped. It's kind of like an evaluation according to AR 623-3 that if any of the no's get hit on the Army values, that's like automatic QMPable. It's like you're going to get QMP'd. Morgan the J1's going to look at your records and laugh, and we're all going to laugh. Can't believe we're getting QMP'd and all this other stuff. Why did you QMP me? Why am I getting QMP'd? And then I look, and I see you guys are kind of like doing this to yourselves. What's up, Jason? How you doing, bro? Some narcissist rules. Am I supposed to be taking credit for that, bro? But I'm seeing, but it is almost, it makes it seem like all the stuff that soldiers normally would not have done. It's almost like we're reverting. It's almost like we're going back to 2015, 2014, back when, the WTF, I guess you'd say was it the haterade? Was it, I hate you, I don't care if you think you're media, I hate you too, WTF. Everyone was hating on us, right? It's going back to the point where it was literal. I don't know what we want to do. And he's literally, one of the sergeant majors hit me up in the DMs, and to paraphrase it, it's like, we should just start diming guys out. I mean, when you have exactly that, cause reverse subversion. When you have CSMs and SGMs hitting me up saying, "Hey Ken, dime them out." It's almost like, is this surreal? I almost feel like this is like a surreal moment right now. Almost, you ever watch? Oh man, somebody just popped some chili mac in the freaking chats. That's how Jack Daniel's mac and cheese. Damn, I'm hungry now. The recipes are being floated around in the jock right now. I'm looking at this and I'm like, we have our own CSMs, we have our own peers, we have our own sergeants majors, retired and active and current, and advisors and all this other stuff. And they're literally saying we should just start diming out our own people now. Now it almost seems like the sergeant majors are kind of like CSMs are jumping on the WTF. Hey, we're happy to. Hey, we'll send you some screenshots, and there you go. Do you want them dined out? Hell yeah. Or normally what we'll do is we'll send it to a PAO or send it to a commander before we do the ultimate in blasting. But still, I'm just thinking. Yeah, you want to see it again? Okay, you see the mug. There we go. You have a mug?
Yeah, I mean, that's because y'all have like more level heads than someone like me. I'm like, it's wrong,
right?
If your slide says like how to get around this,
right? But
it's wrong.
But what's funny is that, Spanky, is that they're actually saying that it's an innovative technique. That this is great. This is lethality. We'll be able to knock out those PT tests in no time. We're gonna have more slides. We're gonna be looking great. Look at them green slides. I want green slides. I'm telling you, from January. I'd say go for the back. That
goes against the guidance that says do not do this.
Do not. Yeah, it literally says
you're just flat out wrong. That's what you are.
It is. You can't pick and choose a specific standard that you want to adhere to, and then send up an NCOER saying, on the loyalty, duty, respect, self-service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. You can't just put a no on there if you said commander or CSM or first sergeant are doing the same thing.
Because you see, I would be the one. I'm not like, Morgan and J1 level, but, I've done this at division level. Like, why am I getting NCOERs, OERs with current PT tests? Like, right. I'm like, that's be me. It would have been like, even at the time, Buck Sergeant and being like, excuse me, like, how did you do this? Like, I see this that's coming down from DA.
Right.
Why do you have a current PT test?
Not only, and that's a good point, Spanky. Exactly that. Then you're going to be like, well, wait a minute. Nobody should have a current APFT.
Right.
Nobody. As a matter of fact, the guidance has said specifically, according to the Frago, that if you are flagged for height and weight and you're flagged for ACFT failure, you can request. You cannot be made to. You can request to take the APFT to get the flag lifted up.
Right, and so those should be the only people that are taking them right now.
Right, that's the only.
So you're telling me that this whole unit was all a bunch of PT failures or overweight?
A bunch of fatties and shit. Like, what the hell happened to this guy?
Whole entire unit.
Yeah, exactly. You have no idea. You have no idea, man. What do you mean? What do you mean? What happened?
On you.
Yeah. What do you mean? What happened? All these motherfuckers are fat. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Damn. Look at you, fat people. Damn. Again,
like I said, it'd have been me that's jumping up and down. Like, how did I have a whole unit worth of NCOERs?
Right. I'm stymied by this stuff.
I know it's all the process has changed some, but like I said, I'd be the one noticing. Like,
well, I mean, there's supposed to be a QC within. Like, for instance, I, as a first sergeant, was never in anybody's rating chain. I just got told, hey, look, I'm going to check out the NCOER, made sure the NCOERs are QC'd, and I made sure all the admin data was all right. If someone had wrote some he done good bullets, I'd kind of like, especially I had some young captains that would say, first sergeant, how about this? And I'm like, oh, hey, sir, come on in here. Let me. This is what you wanted to write out, or this is how it would sound. speak to me how you'd want to sound with this bullet. But I would never write their bullet. It's their bullet. I'm not the rater. I'm nowhere in the individual's rating chain.
Well, there's a difference between mentoring someone. Like, you're not like changing the intent of what they're rating. You're just teaching them how to write an NCAR, not to, you know what the captain or somebody that's never written or hasn't written many compared to a first sergeant. There's a difference between teaching them how to write better and not their intent of what they're trying to say.
Yeah, you can kind of see the ones that kind of fell through the cracks on understanding English. And you can see that. You can kind of like, well, all right, you need some help. I'm the first one. Like I said, English is not even my first language, and I have to kind of like sometimes forget. Am I going to write this stuff? And I'm like, I'm writing it like biblical terms. It's just thou ith, cal, whatever. And he shalleth maketh PT scoreth of 290 and aboveth or whatever.
He was signed for a whole bunch of equipment.
Yeah.
Signed for how much equipment?
How much equipment? Exactly. Right.
There's a different, that's just mentoring. That's not changing what he was trying to say.
Right. Well, and that's another thing too. If you're articulating it correctly, then I could understand the intent. But now I'm seeing there's no freaking way. There is no way. I mean, this is the screenshot encyclopedia from this period of COVID pandemic when we first started doing all this stuff in January up until, I would say, because I would say really it would be, almost we should have like, you saw the movie Star Trek, right? The new one with J.J. Abrams that was done in 2009. It was like the Kelvin, what they call for all you Star Trekkers out there. It is an alternate timeline. That's where Spock went back into time to interrupt everything, to stop the Romulans from destroying Vulcan, and just happened to run into the USS Kelvin, which was Captain James T. Kirk's dad's ship, right? And that's how that Star Trek timeline started. They call that the Kelvin timeline. See, there's the 8th Army way of doing stuff. I'm going to give them some shout outs to Major General Donahoe and General Abrams, and the crew out there over on the peninsula, 8th Army and U.S. Army Garrison, Daegu, Camp Humphreys, 8th Army 2nd ID, Sergeant Major Jason Smith, all the crew out there. Great. There is that timeline, which is supposed to be a normal timeline, and then we're in the Kelvin timeline. The Kelvin timeline is where everything's just jacked up. Like, Spock's not supposed to come back at a time. Who the hell's Spock doing? Why is Spock talking to the current Spock? And why is another Spock? Who the hell is this Romulan guy? Vulcan didn't get blown up in the 8th Army timeline. Am I making sense here? I mean, it feels like, and I'm going to give you another example right now. You will be remembered, leaders, in history by this. Not only by the actions that you have taken, by the actions that you have not taken. Especially when you've not thought them through. Maybe we need to have a more I'm kind of thinking the Chief of Staff of the Army, when they did this new battalion commander's assessment program, this BCAP stuff, where they go and have interviews and they go and have all this discussion. If General Simons would have just get here, the Army Gene 1 is supposed to be explaining this stuff to us, and we keep rehashing it. Hey, what's up, sir?
I think he's busy with all the fragos.
I think he's busy.
There's like 17 coming out today now.
Exactly. But when you think about it, that assessment needs to go even further down. I think CSMs need to get that assessment for leadership stuff. They're going through PT tests, promotion boards, and all this other stuff. The results. I wish we could blab the results. We're trying to blab. Hey Morgan, trying to give her some flowers, cookies. We'll cook your chow. We'll do your dishes, clean your house, whatever. She keeps
my snacks.
Yeah, she keeps that shit. She keeps that shit close hold. So I'm just thinking there should be more of that type of quality, QC, because some of the leaders that are pulling some of this stuff. And here's the first example. Okay, now what they're doing, there are some installations that have closed their CDCs down, and it just sucks because some of those CDCs have been either affected by COVID or whatever, or specific HPCon measures have happened. Well, what ends up happening is that you'll see you'll see this. So this is a posted screenshot here. So tomorrow at 0630, I need to see all the NCO, Specialist P, and Sergeant First Class for the following sections. Meet me at our motor pool line. I will take roll call, so ensure to be there. S1, S2, S3, Command Team, S4, S6, HQ, Adam. I don't know who Adam is. Must be just an individual dude. Adam, UMT, and PAO. Uniform is OCPs, iPro, and face mask. Bring your children to work. If issues with daycare. Now, they're talking about a motor pool, right? Generally, I probably have a feeling this is probably going to be motor stables or some type of maintenance event. Because every time leaders congregate soldiers around a motor pool, shit's got to get done, lines got to get swept, vehicles got to get put online, and all this other stuff. Now imagine, I know Baby Ice. I know that little booger likes to climb over everything. All right, now imagine your supervisor telling you to do something about PMCSing your vehicle while you have to watch your kid. And then you, all of a sudden, you know how kids are, they'll go dart out and go do whatever on their own. God forbid, you have a child underneath a vehicle or a trailer, and a Joe, I wouldn't be mad at the Joe, a Joe does not expect a toddler to be rolling around underneath a vehicle trying to hook up a trailer.
We're talking like me and you only have like one little one to watch at a time.
Right.
Imagine like the parent with like more than one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And I'm judging by this. It looks like it's probably an HSC for a sergeant because of all the S's that he's
and the PAOs and the UMTs.
Yeah, the UMTs.
Whoever
Adam. I feel sorry for you, Adam. Why'd you get dimed out in this tech, Adam? That's messed up.
Adam must be a warrant officer.
Adam must be the warrant. Adam must be the warrant officer. He's the guy. Oh, you guys picking on me? Shut up. Whatever, Adam. And you just show up to formation, Adam. But look at this. Now roll those scenarios that I just mentioned. Imagine you're in a vehicle, you start something up, and all of a sudden you hear a child screaming. Or you roll something, you hear a child screaming and then crushing. I mean, I got kids, man. I'm not saying I'm a helicopter dad. I mean, there's some times where I want to yeet the kid into the sun, man. But I also know that my boy likes to climb over everything, likes to take things apart. Likes to stick his hands in mechanical stuff and like to reverse engineer. I kind of one time I heard some giggling and laughing. I heard some funny ass fucking noises. And he was just like, ha 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 ha. And then it sounded like some muffled noises. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is he doing? And I walk back into his bedroom, and I should have taken a picture of this. But I walk back in the bedroom, and there he had his head inside the vent. He had taken the diffuser off the vent and was trying to climb in the HVAC ducting like a little tunnel rat, like he was in Vietnam or something. And he was
I didn't have boys.
He was pointing his flashlight down. He wanted to know what he want. So and then he took apart the diffuser. He was trying to figure out how the little slat. You have a little lever that moves the slats up and down. He wanted to know how it works. And then he was like, okay, well, I can't, if my head can't fit in there, and I obviously can't fit in there, I'm going to go ahead and just start shoving my body in there. I'm going to go ahead and just start moving my body. And I'm like, so I see, I see him. He's almost like waist. Like he's already got his little legs crammed in the duct. In the ducting, he's already got his legs crammed. So now imagine your kid being at the motor pool, hanging out at the motor pool, decides to climb into an LMTV, or stick his hands on something where it shouldn't be messing with. Whatever. Yeah, take your fucking pick. And and then you decide. I mean, I don't want to be mean and freaking over the top. But then all of a sudden turn that vehicle on, and your kid's somewhere in the mechanics of it. How would you feel, Sergeant or First Sergeant? You made everybody show up to formation and bring, if you had kids with, how much you take accountability of those that have kids that have, I can fix this right now. I'll help you out. How about you get them individuals or soldiers that have child care issues because the CDCs are closed down due to COVIDs, and just to take a telephonic accountability. Just say, hey, you're up, where you at, and all this other stuff. That's it. They've been good to go. And
what is this for? Is it something that it has to be at 6:30? Why does it have to be at the motor pool? If it's only the NCOs, I'm assuming it's not going to be motor stables. Like, it's something that he needs to put out. Like, why isn't Microsoft Teams or whatever it is that y'all are supposed to be using now? If it's not Zoom, like, what is it? Like, why is it so important that it has to be at the motor pool? I mean, if it really does need to be handled in person. Again, somewhere safer if people really do got to drag all their kids in at 6:30, if it's that important, which I'm going to be very skeptical and say it's not.
That's probably more
but
likely
if it's
not.
that important, I mean, I'm sure there's somewhere safer that you can do it to bring all the S's and UMTs and Adam in with their kids. There's somewhere safer to do it. And there's just somewhere safer instead of the motor pool where Like, you don't even let like pregnant women in like certain parts of the motor pool after a certain time. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want kids running around the motor pool. I don't like it. Yeah. Every time I've seen that, it just, no, I've never brought my kid into the motor pool, and I just wouldn't. I'm like, yeah, you can just go fuck yourself. It's just not happening. What do you need?
Exactly.
If I'm not mission essential enough to get one of the mission essential slots
To get
at
one
the
of-
CDC,
want-
the girl's not coming.
I want some essentials. You know what I mean, what's the yeah, exactly that. Yeah, we can put the kids in the cages or something like that. Pass them off to the arm. Exactly that, Jason. there are ways to do this. You know, there's been some times where I've had, and this is before all the COVID when I was first on. There was a kid. Mom had to go do something. She was my NCO. It's like, I got to go do something first on my mom. And she was panicking. I'm like, well, just have the kid. Just have the kid. Bring him in here. No, I'll watch him. I don't care. What am I going to do? I mean, it's no different than looking at the XO or something like that. Yeah, sure. Yeah, bring him in here. And then I put a movie on, and then next we're having a freaking dance off, and we're doing whatever. He's a good kid. I mean, he's just like whatever. I don't give a shit. This is what you're supposed to do, man. But Jesus, man, it's just like it's just getting to the point where you're just like, oh, dude.
Oh, for your analysis, we used to have them like a little earlier than we should. Because daycares weren't open yet.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people were dragging their kids in and stuff. It's like, we made that work. But, we were, in the company area, there's, safe places for kids. We had the day room, TV was on. There's a handful of people that would have to bring their kids in, single parents and stuff like that. It was no big deal. We made it work,
Right.
Like they, take care of their business, provide their sample and leave. If they couldn't, they'd sit there and watch TV with their kids for, a little bit, provide their sample and leave. We made it work. Somebody watched their kid while they went in the bathroom and, hey, no big deal. Again,
Right.
That's not in a motor pool. That's in a company day room or something. Again,
Right.
we made it work.
Right.
Yeah.
And, I'm not gonna be that head horse, but damn, dude, damn, Sorts, you can do that stuff. You don't make eye contact. Stick in the 505 motor pool. Exactly. You didn't even look. Well, you talking about the kids, or you talking about? I mean, God, it's insane. I don't. What I don't want to do is I don't want you guys to think that, oh, okay, well, yeah, ICE is saying, or WTF Nation Radio, or U.S. Army WTF Moments is advocating the fact that you can go ahead and just do whatever you want or not listen to your first sergeant stuff, because I'm just making some outside observations. I never made it to CSM, so I was only an ops sergeant major, but I never made it to CSM. But to everybody else, man, I was just like looking at this stuff. I'm like, dude, man, thanks, Mr. Elite, appreciate it. Thank you for following us. Appreciate it. I really don't get it. Oh, he just got to follow in the mixer chat or in the mixers. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I don't get it. I get a phone call from or an email from one of my one of my first sergeant buds, or one of my they're like, I got this shit going on and blah 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 blah, and this is what battalion's doing, or this is what brigade's doing, or this is what division's doing. I'm thinking, damn, did you not get the COVID update? Did you not get the status change of the COVIDs and stuff like that? Oh, no. Well, yeah, well, here's what you need to do. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then we're seeing the most chicken shit way of enforcing the stuff is I see somebody say, just enact the family care plan. It's kind of like a different situation here with this, if that makes any sense.
Completely. Because I think of it like this, because I was a single parent for 10 years in the military.
I hear you.
I have no problem activating my family care plan like if I was going to deploy. It is too easy. A girl would either have gone to, my late mother-in-law or my mother, depending on, what the deal was, or even to my ex-husband. Just depending. If you're leaving and you have a plan, stuff like this, it's not like, oh, well, I'm going to have to go pee in a cup. I'm not going to fly my ex-husband down, fly my mother or somebody down just for this, or, oh, there's a pandemic going on. I'm obviously probably going to need to rethink my entire family care plan, considering my mother is now a part of the most vulnerable population.
Right. Well, I mean, but think about it, though. I mean, Spanky, don't you think this is kind of like, this is kind of overdoing it? I mean, did you think it's kind of like you're getting stupid about this shit now?
Yeah, exactly. I need to go to the motor pool with Adam, and now I need to activate my family care plan. No, that's not kind of how it works.
Hang on. Well, somebody asked me, hey, what are you talking about? People are still trying. Okay, let me show you. Okay, look, you guys know me. I bring receipts. We at WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments bring receipts when we shit talk. There is no make no mistake. We will post and assist you guys and gals of the WTF Nation. How when we say the next image is what we're talking about now. Okay, this right here is the new first sergeant way of trying to get out of holding feet. The innovation from a company first sergeant to ensure the mitigation factors are in place while holding feet during the APFT. Let me go ahead and do the clap memes. You're not supposed to be taking an APFT. I'm gonna do the clapping. You're not supposed to take APFT.
I mean, that was big Army guidance.
That was big Army guidance that came from the DoD. No, there you go. Look at that. Literally, that right there is like that right there is, I would be like a joke. That looks like I was expecting a meme, like, you know, when you have Taco Tuesdays. That's like a PT test after you do after Cinco de Mayo, you know, and Taco Tuesday. That's what I thought it was when I saw that slide. I was like, oh, is this a meme? And I looked at it, I'm like, that's a serious. And what's funny is that the commands are like going, oh, this is great. This is innovative. It's innovative. This is an innovative factor here. This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to put that on his NCOER. He, went against Department of the Army, or,
Department of Defense policy, too.
Yeah.
He went against DoD guidance. He gave us a reason to buck the system. As a matter of fact, innovative. How do we write that as NCOER? First Sergeant went above and beyond to use innovative practices and methods to circumvent the chain of command directed by Frago, blah, 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 to give us green slides up and down of excellence.
God, you were much faster at that.
I've been
with lots of buzzwords.
Well,
You've written a few.
I've assisted. Yeah, I've assisted in the writing of the NCOER, and I also stated in Holiday Inn Express. But
probably wrote an NCOER at one too.
Oh man. What was that comment said? What was it? I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. we are WTF Nation with coffee. But anyways, this is the core. This is stupidity of excellence. I see Jason there laughing. Right, dude. Could you imagine? You just finished telling the whole formation. Where's Mark Baker with this Hey Troop picture?
Right.
With a big doofy big Sarge. I think we need to tell him to bring back Doofy Big Sarge. This would be like the whole time you have this. The person that did this is the individual. Yeah, exactly, Jason. Some kid is pissed off that his soccer goal was repurposed for sit-ups after Taco Tuesday. This is the guy. The person that did this is the person that, well, after you have given an entire dissertation on instructions that are down to the finite detail and formation, will then ask, so are we departing from the motor pool? This is the individual that will, after all that stuff you give out, that he's like, so are we supposed to be SPing at 0430 even after you said you're SPing at 0430? That's the individual that made that. So you're saying we're going to circumvent DOD and Frago guidance by having? I'm gonna troll this first sergeant. I mean, it was like we're not going to tell. They're not going to tell me who it is. It makes me mad. I don't know why. It's going to dime him out.
Of course not. With this PVC pipe and
I don't know exactly.
Window ceiling things.
Stop. It's innovation. It's innovation to ensure mitigation. As a matter of fact, that right there is a freaking NCOER bullet trying to be an attempt to be written in itself. Innovation from Company First Sergeant. Innovation to ensure mitigation. Innovation to ensure the mitigation of the COVID nation so that it does not get posted on WTF Nation. Of Excellence Nations.
Trying to wrap it out now.
Yeah, I gotta wrap it out now. I mean, ooh, yeah, huh? Should I go ahead and just start wrapping out? Like, just use my. There we go. Here we go. Innovation from Company First Sergeant. Ensure mitigation measures.
Where you going south?
Oh my God! Yes, I've had coffee. How you guys doing tonight? Thank you. Fine. Thank you. Drive through. Oh man, dude, man, I'm telling you. But God,
See, I have not got enough rank to like come up with these brilliant ideas while I'm sleeping.
Right. I just wake up. I just wake up in this shit, and I'm just like, oh, really? No, okay.
Like I don't spend enough time at Home Depot and Lowe's. I guess that's it. Like you're just walking around trying to come up with some shit.
Right.
Like to get those fucking slide screen because Commander wants them like
the
that.
side wants a green. He wants innovation though. There you go. Well, it's a very good job. It's very innovative. I hope that Sergeant Major has a good talk with that First Sergeant. Thank you, First Sergeant, for allowing us to evade and have our standards fucking lowered. Thank you very much. You are the epitome of all leadership to emulate. Thank you very much. Thank you, drive through. Here, sign here. Little shits. Oh God. Oh. All right. So what we're talking about? You have to excuse me. I
can't breathe.
I've been muting my mic half on and half off because I've been laughing hard and
you and me both.
I kind of need that fucking laugh. Oh yeah, my bad. So real quick, actually, man, we got fucking 10 minutes. We could talk. We could talk a real quick. What we've got going on. Okay, so last week we talked about the COVIDs sweeping through basic training, Marine Corps basic training, MCRD San Diego. We did not, we said everybody, hey, watch, there's going to be some COVIDs happening. And there's going to be some infections. And lo and behold, almost like 24 Marines or recruits were infected with COVIDs. Now, there has been something that has been released but not released. What's this right now? Your defects are going to start having soldiers eat in personal spaces. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I saw that, right? Yeah, exactly, Jason. The defect. Those Amsterdam cubicle things. Have you saw the pictures of that? Was that you? I think it was you that sent me that. There was a picture of the hostel it was a hostel or a freaking restaurant in Amsterdam, and they were all like eating in glass encased cubicles. These couples, and I'm thinking, oh, well, that's pretty cool. So they're gonna put defects like that, like little freaking. All the uses for those freaking hearing test machines, right? Shove everybody in that thing, and so at any rate, so there was a letter that came out, and we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna talk about this thing that came out from MEPS. There's been some confusion on the Twitterage, and it was sent out by one individual. I'll say a couple individuals. I kind of said, "Hey, what the hell?" and asked about said memo. And this memo had something about disqualification for having COVID. So we'll talk about that in a minute, because the next hour is going to be the COVID talk, a failed coup attempt by some people who should have not been trying to attempt a coup. And then what else? What other thing we got in the docket? Oh, what was it? That was it, right?
Oh,
it was the two stories that we had. Oh, and the Space Force, yeah.
Yes,
we're going to talk
Space
about
Force,
that Space Force stuff, yeah. So we're going to take a break right quick. I need to refill my coffee cup. Yes, I'm drinking more coffee in my coveted WTF U.S. Army WTF Moments mug. And so everyone refill your coffees and all this other shit. Get your shots, whatever. Go stretch, smoke, whatever. Pack a bowl, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Shots. Oh wait, it's Sergeant time. We're not supposed to sit in that. I'm supposed to be doing
espresso shots.
Espresso shots. Yeah, do we do that? D14. You need to do 14 for that. This is Sergeant time.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Take a look inside your life. Is it so bad? Is this where you draw the line? 'Cause it's so sad. Tell me where you lost your faith. Is it so bad? Couldn't see it in your face. And it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. While you keep it in your head, is it so bad? Never heard a word you say it, and it's so sad. Tell me when you lost your way, 'cause it's so bad. Won't see you when I pray, and it's so sad. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Is it what you want? Is it what you needed now? Is it what you breathe? Is it what you're bleeding now? Is it what you feel? Is it what you're feeling now? Is it what you wanted? I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down to me. I'll wait until you come back down. Hello, you. Will you come back down to me? Hello, you. Will you come back down? Hello, you. Won't you come back down to me? Hello, you.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Yeah, more coffee. And we're back. Part 2 of SGT'S Time. Broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence on this 7 May 2020. Rocking and rolling with y'all. Hope y'all having a good night. Oh, man. So, Spanky, we have we have another WTF Moments page, right? And we got the Space Force kids. And these Space Force admins, the U.S. Space Force admins, WTF Moment admins, are from the Space Force, like legit space. There's that space. They got the space of space, the United States of space. They are actual space admins. So talking to them, I have to be like, I gotta throw maths at them and stuff like that. Like, that's their snacks, equations and stuff like that.
They like only talk in equations.
Yeah, they only speak in funky languages, hieroglyphic and stuff like that. And they're like, did you know that? Blah blah blah. I'm like, no, I did not.
Like MC squared or something.
Yeah, they're over there bowing to Grimes and Elon Musk's new baby because they're all name was AE squared of whatever of excellence. So congratulations to Lord Elon. So the admins on the Space Force page are just on the Space Force WTF Moments are going nuts about all that. But they're also going nuts on the new Netflix freaking TV show, the new series, Space Force. It literally is going to be called Space Force. And I can't wait. I can't wait for this stuff. First off, anytime you end a movie trailer with someone being in Zen singing Kokomo. Anyways, that's awesome. It kind of like takes me back to back in the days. That's like 80s stuff. That's like, that's like a moment of Zen. There's a lot of things that I have to have a moment of Zen before I turn into the T-Rex with little arms, just like terrorizing a town. But it's just like this new Netflix series. It's got Steve Carell. Everyone's like talking about it being like The Office or something like that. Well, the big boss, from what the admins have told me, I guess the Space Force page and Task and Purpose, I guess they work a lot on some other stuff. I guess they helped them with their ribbons, all the ribbons and stuff and all that. So congrats on the Space Force WTF Moments. That's awesome stuff. So as soon as the trailer dropped, as soon as the new Space Force trailer series and all that, it was everyone's like anticipating it. Everyone can't wait and all that. Well, General Raymond, General 4-star John, he is the Space Force commander. He is. That's it. He's the man. And after the first trailer dropped, the actual Space Force commander has a suggestion. He made a suggestion. He gave Steve Carell a suggestion. He said, "Get a haircut." So no shit. For our friends at Task and Purpose, and from our Space Force WTF Moments. Has a suggestion for the series star and co-creator Steve Carell. Get a haircut. And for you guys don't know what General Raymond and Steve Carell look like, I got the picture up right now. The Space Force boss right there, General Raymond, and then of course I'll be honest with you, that uniform that Steve Carell has on is freaking baller, dude. That is I like that shit.
I have a question.
What?
Are there standards for the Space Force hair yet?
I don't know.
Do they have a 670-1 of the Space Force?
I don't know. In space, nobody can hear you get a haircut, I guess. I don't know. I mean, what kind of coffee do I drink? Standards? Cafe Bustelo is what I drink. That's the kind of coffee I drink.
You're not supposed to have any hair?
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. See, General Raymond though, he's got, you don't have to worry about getting a haircut. He's got his shit down. But he did have some advice. Quote, I have seen the trailer, Raymond said during a virtual press conference where he was joined by Air Force Secretary Barbara Barrett. And the one piece of advice I would give Steve Carell is to get a haircut. He's looking too shaggy if he wants to play the Space Force chief. So the real Space Force chief is already distant on the Netflix Space Force chief.
I mean, his hair is, it's fine to me. I don't care. I mean, it's short. It doesn't come down past those bushy eyebrows.
Right. Right.
I can't see close enough on the ears. It looks a little close.
Right. Well, I mean, the thing when you think about it, I mean, look at that. Look at his hair. I mean, it looks. Steve Carell's hair looks good.
Air Force standards, it looks good.
Yeah, but to say he looks alright. I mean, Steve Carell. I mean, look at that. He's a sexy old beast. Look at that, Steve Carell. I'm not man crushing on him. Everybody knows that I have a man crush on Elon Musk, but look at that. He looks good. And Steve Carell looks alright. There is no. I think General Raymond's kind of hating. Wait, I shouldn't be talking about that. We're trying to get him on here to talk about the Space Force, and we're trying to help out the Space Force page. But yeah, I mean, look, he looks good. That's actually how I have my hair, or I used to have my hair before the dark times, before the COVIDs. My hair's all freaking frazzled the hell out. I look like that freaking. What was that? Not Will Ferrell and Step Brothers. Who's that other guy? My hair's all getting frazzled out like that. I'm gonna have to start putting product in my hair. Pretty soon I'm gonna be like Sam Elliott and be able to pull my hair back in a ponytail, like literally for real, because my hair grows pretty quick. I'm not growing a beard or anything, but I'm just saying it'll look like that. So look, that looks like it's a good. I mean, that's a good haircut. He looks alright, and he doesn't look too shabby. But then again, you look at Captain Jean-Luc Picard there. I had to say it. Someone else. I just had to say it. My bad. But yeah, exactly. Cos maybe a cameo is in order for the real Space Force chief. Who knows? Members of the Space Force are ecstatic about it. Members of the Space Force WTF almost aren't really happy. But anyways, they can't wait either. Yeah. So created by Greg Daniels and Steve Carell of The Office, Space Force focuses on the founding of the Space Force, of course, and individuals that are charged with making an ambitious dream a reality. And if you guys saw the trailer, Steve Carell is, I don't know if we were good with Netflix on some other stuff that we were able to show, so they didn't get back with me to play some of the trailers and stuff. But once we get back with them and they give us the word that it's okay to do it, we'll go ahead and post the new one and all that. But you can go ahead and go to go to US Space Force WTF Moments, and they got all the trailers and stuff posted there. The 10-episode series closely follows General Mark Naird, which is Carell, who hopes to be the next Secretary of the Air Force, and then he got like, psych, you're going to be in charge of the Space Force. And the trailer's hilarious because he's like laughing at it. He's like, ha ha, oh yeah, who wants to have a Space Force? Who's going to be in charge of that? And they're like, yeah, it's going to be you. So
the one thing I didn't know, did it say if it was just going to be like a limited series, like just a one season thing, or is it going to be a series?
I don't know, because every time Netflix does have a good run of series, like Daredevil or the Punisher. Oh yeah, the Punisher pissed me off. I wanted to see some. Man, it got me. I was like, oh yeah, I wanted the Punisher. I wanted to see some more. But then it stopped.
Yeah, exactly. I get big mad at that.
Yeah, they just like
furious.
Yeah, they just like stop.
You can't just end.
Yeah, there's a lot of the shows that they've had too that they just like stop. Oh, well, I guess we're done. I guess we're not gonna have it. Oh, all right, I guess we're done.
That's not how you do things.
Right. So it's a 10-episode series right now, and people are saying that. I guess there was a rumor out there that Carell was not going to be in, but maybe 3 episodes. But Space Force page, the Space Force people confirmed, Netflix confirmed it. No, he's going to be there for the whole 10 episodes. And then Noah Emmerich, Jane Lynch, and Diedrich Bader and Patrick Warburton will join Carell as the chiefs of staff as sibling branches. So it's going to be all the other branches in the armed forces picking on him for being the Space Force boss. Several people have asked the chiefs of the Air Force and Space Force via Twitter if they thought, the trailer for Netflix parody, whether the theme song Kokomo by the Beach Boys would be, fitting. And then so Barrett and Raymond responded like this. So Barrett said, Kokomo, we're all into Kokomo. And then General Raymond says, so I've seen the trailer, and one piece of advice that I would give Steve Carell is get a haircut. He's looking too shaggy if he wants to play the Space Force chief. It was funny. Probably a year ago, I was at home, and I was looking at my bank account, and I saw where my dollars being taken out of Netflix, and at the time, please Netflix, don't come after me. Please Netflix, I don't watch Netflix. Why are you paying? Why am I paying for this every month? And I'm going to say, I'm going to stop. I'll cut it off. Within 32 seconds of stopping that, all 3 of my children from all 3 places of the United States came up on the net and said, hey, what happened? They were clearly watching, so I immediately put that on. So then after a few months, one of my daughters texted me and said, hey, Space Force is getting really big, and Steve Carell's going to play you. And I said, yeah, that can't be. He doesn't look like me. And then there's a thing going on Twitter on who should play the Secretary of the Air Force and who should play General Raymond. And the leading vote was Bruce Willis. So General Raymond says, quote, so I was hoping for Bruce Willis, but Steve Carell is a great actor, and I tell you, I love this show. We're looking forward to it, unquote. Barrett says, it seems to me that it's just further evidence that space is where things are happening. So whether it's a Netflix or the United States Pentagon, space is where things are happening. Is that like a subtweet? Is that like a subtext? It's like a inside jab to the other forces, like, because they're already talking to. See, the Space Force admins. Oh my God, they freaking rag on the Army. They go on the main page and rag on the Army. So the Space Force WTF Moments calls the Army Dirt Force.
And it's like the new baby brother, baby sister.
Exactly. It's like that. No, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. And you're right. Space Force is like baby ice. He's all climbing all over shit already, pissing everybody off. You want to eat him in the sun.
Look at me, I'm cute.
Look at me, I'm cute. I'm funny. I'm looking. I'm gonna piss you off. So the Space Force admins are already talking trash on the Army, calling them Dirt Force. And they're also ragging on the Navy, calling them the Wet Force. The Air Force, they're calling them Legs. Because they said, I guess, space, that everyone's a leg. So it's freaking hilarious, man. I just
brothers.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I think it's funny. I think it's
I do too.
I want to see them succeed. You know, I want the Space Force to this is a good thing. Did you see their? Oh man, you know what? I should have pulled up their commercial. They had their movie trailer here. I should have pulled it up. WTF Nation Radio, you on the air?
Oh yeah, who is this?
This is Ice. Who's this?
Excuse me, sir. I got I've been smoking reefer. No, I've never called your show before, and I just tuned into it on the internet, and I think it's kind of cool. What kind of show do you have, sir?
Well, what kind of show? Gosh, let's see. It's kind of a first time caller, right?
I'm looking for guns and violence and killing people with bayonets and shit.
Oh yeah, well you kind of came to the right spot, because this is U.S. Army WTF Moments, but we have like different shows and stuff like that. It's not just one show. This is Sergeant's Time. We talk about Army shit. Yeah.
Am I like the internet or something?
Who's this?
Am I like live feed?
Yeah, you're live. You're live.
No shit. Well, you know me, man. I know you from a long time ago. Hold on a minute. Hello? Hello? Who is this?
Who's this? Do you know what
Is
this
this
is?
right?
Do you know what this is?
Hey, I'm sorry about that, man. You know who this is, don't you?
Who's this?
You know who this is.
No, who is this?
This is Red Leg.
It's not Red Leg.
All right, hold on. Let me find another name. I'm just doing some research on you. It's Raptor 7.
Anyways. Thanks for calling.
Old GI, brother.
Oh, I'm about to say, dude, old GI. If I was about to say, I didn't want to shoot that. I didn't want to go there.
Yeah, you should. If it sounds retarded and somebody's drunk, it's probably me. How you doing, bro?
How you been, man? Long time no hear. Everything going all right with you?
Yeah, I'm doing the homeless veteran thing, but I'm hanging in there. Trying to beat the alcohol and all that. I just wanted to touch base with you guys. I hadn't talked to you in a long time.
Fuck yeah, dude. It's been like forever. It's been years. You doing all right?
It has been. So, yeah, for an old retired guy, I'm doing pretty good.
Well, what you got going? Tell me what you got going on, man.
Well, Well, I'm still at work now. I'm about to get 100% from the VA.
I remember you working on that
dude,
way back in the day.
Yeah, and you remember my son got killed?
Yes, I do. Again, I'm sorry to hear about that, man.
Yeah, and I been fighting through that. I've been homeless for a while. I kept a job. I've just been fighting it every day and hanging in there, man, and I'm still here. So, what you guys do, I was just kind of going through the radio show and just heard it, and it was kind of cool. It really was.
Well, shit, dude, we miss you hanging out.
Memory lane.
Yeah, I'm about to say we miss you fucking shooting the shit in the chats and stuff, man. The so everything's. I mean, as far as you got a place. I mean, you don't have you at least are going to a shelter. Do you have anybody to talk to? Anybody allowing you to crash?
I'm staying in my ex-mother-in-law's house. She's deceased. There's no running water and no electricity. But hell, I'm a GI, dude. I mean, I keep clean.
Yeah, I hear you.
Keep fed. I go to work. And I'm working on it. I'm getting back slowly, but I'm not giving up.
I hear you, man. Don't. That's the last thing. The last thing you need is don't quit, bro. I mean, that whole thing is that you don't ever quit. In this fucking cutthroat world, dude, you just got to fucking sometimes kind of like sit back in your ways and kind of like focus on surviving to get your way through it. Focus on the next objective, and that's all.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's all you can do. That's all you can do, because you can't. Don't walk. I mean, there's fucking, and especially in that mode, you just got to go. You use rogue rules. Use the rules of the rogue, and that's lay low.
Right.
Accept the past, and then trust no one. And that's actually a video game code too. Somebody stole it from me.
It is too, and it's kind of like the E4 Mafia. That's what I did when I was in E4. I just
Right.
kind of laid low and walking around with a child roster in my hand all day. That's a different story.
Well,
hey, listen, guys. I'm still periodically I tune in and I listen to you guys, and I miss you. I'm still alive. I fought with everything a soldier can fight with, from attempted suicide to alcoholism to you name it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And but I think the best thing that I could do to honor my son is just keep driving on.
That's it, man. That's it. I mean, he would want that to happen. I mean, you're an example, dude.
He would.
Yeah, so you're an example for him. You still maintain that example. You still be that example, man. It is not worth. Besides, you fucking don't let me fucking find out about you pulling some shit like that. I'll come after your ass.
Oh no, I don't want you coming after me. That's kind of gay. But no, I'm just kidding. And I know a lot of the younger people listen to it don't know me. By the way, I'm old GI. I'm like in the Civil War and stuff.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's old. You're. I think we're like almost the same age. I think I might be older than you.
I think I'm as old as Road Tech. Do you ever hear from him?
Yeah, he's in the mixer chat.
Oh, is he? Well, tell Road Tech that old GI said, I finally got a lawnmower.
Well, shit, dude, you just told him right now. He's listening. He's on air.
Hey, Jack, it's old GI, brother. Still hanging in there. Love you. All right, Ice. Well, listen, man, it was great talking to you. I'm still here, still listening to the show. Love you guys, and want to get in a situation to where I can donate a little bit more money like I used to.
Yeah, dude, just focus on yourself, brother, and get yourself settled first. You worry about that first, and then everything else will just fall into place. I'm telling you.
I will, but do me a favor. Take care of these young GIs that's calling this radio show, because they really do. These young GIs, gals and guys, they need somebody like us. They really do.
Yeah, dude, I hear you, bro. I trust. Dude, I'm on like the second cup of coffee trying to spout that wisdom out, bro. Come on.
I hear you. This isn't like Ice. I've never seen your face. Is it true that your face looks like Redleg's ass? I'm just asking.
No, it does not.
Okay, I'm just asking. It's old time stuff. All right, brother.
All right, man. You have a good night.
You too, brother.
All right. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy. Woo, man, that was old. God, man, it's like an old fan from long ago. Old GI. So, yeah, hang in there, brother. Hang in there. Anyways, what was what were we talking about already? What was the
parkour?
Yeah, parkour. Yeah, squirrel.
That was
Yeah. Anyways, hey, real quick, if you're ever down or something like that, and you have something that you need to, focus in and pull yourself out of it. I mean, I know there's a lot of the stuff that everyone talks about, that 22 a day shit. Everyone likes to talk about whatever with whatever, you hate vets. I remember I went off on somebody on a Monday edition because they said we don't do enough for veterans, and I need to talk more about suicide and suicides. I don't believe in that. I don't. What I believe is that if you take no risks, you'll never be hurt. But if you don't really live either, you know what I mean. If you're never too old to set another goal or dream or a new dream. You'll never don't get yourself beat down about it. If there's, again, like I just told him on the phone, don't let me find out that you could have reached out to me to talk in a low point like that. Then we'll walk you through it. We'll walk that trail together. You're not gonna like some of the things that I'm gonna say if it's gonna be something that's self-correcting, but you'd rather have me tell it to you than you never know. And also, it's kind of fucking selfish too. If you don't, because you're cheating yourself and your friends and family from ever knowing. How would you know if someone gives a shit about you? You do something like that and see what happens. You'll realize, and I will trust me, I will get pissed. Shit like that pisses me off. I hate that. I guess you would say I'm like the reverse bid or something like that. I'm like everyone, oh, you're so mean when you talk. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm walking somebody through a process to get them through. I'm trying to encourage them. Everyone talks about, you know what I mean? Just, damn it, I could throw so many.
No, I do have that.
Go ahead.
No, I have like an example of that.
Go for it.
There's a psychiatrist here in the local area that so many people have complaints about him because he is very harsh and abrasive. And he was the one I saw, and I can see how a lot of people would not like him, but like I liked him just fine. Like when I sought help, this was, many years ago. This was the exact kind of help I needed. I didn't need someone to tell me to journal my feelings and do this and do that. I kind of needed someone to smack me upside the fucking head, and that's the kind of bedside manner he had. And it's not for everyone, I don't think, but I liked him. And, he has shit Yelp reviews. He really does. It's kind of funny. And I just laugh. I'm like, even when I saw it, and I'm just like, oh, well, that's kind of, like I said, the kind of help I probably need. And I went to him for, 18 months, before I had PCS. But, again, it's not everybody needs, like, come here, let me give you a hug.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that either.
No, there's that's what I don't.
Everybody needs.
Right. I'm not saying that you can't have some empathy or show somebody some compassion of what they're going through, but go ahead and let it out. I get messed up right now about stuff like that I get laser focused. I get so laser focused that everything starts. I just want to become. How do I say this? I don't want to say cold, but I really just want to start focusing through a lot of stuff. And then when I want to let it out, I don't want to say I'm afraid of letting it out, but I will let it out on my own in the way, the feeling that it needs to be given to somebody. I'll be honest with you. If you don't deserve my fucking feelings anymore, you're not going to get it. I will take your advice, or I'll listen to what you're doing. If you're seeing me in a low spot, only people who are really close to me will know how I am when it comes like that. But the greatest one was a quote that's like, the greatest weakness lies in giving up. Don't give up on me. That's my biggest thing, is don't give up on me. When you give up on yourself, you're giving up on me. But when you give up on me, then it tends like I don't want to get a bad Yelp review, but I don't care. I will lose respect for you. It's like, how did you come to this conclusion where you're given it was a temporary problem and you're just providing yourself a permanent solution, not thinking about your kids, your family, what legacy you leave behind. It's hard. Have I gone through some shit that have may possibly bring me down to a low point? Yes, I'm not saying I've never thought about that stuff, but it goes in my ear and out the other when I start thinking about how I am, or how it's going to affect the 6 pairs of little eyes that are looking at me, that depend on me to be here. So that to me is don't take, if you're willing to take a risk to do that, take a risk in a positive. You know, if you don't take
I completely understand that.
Yeah, if you don't take a chance, you'll never know. You know what I mean? If you don't take a chance on yourself to do that, then you'll never know. But don't wallow in that stuff. It really, I need a hug. But again, if you reach out your hand to me and say, hey, Ken, I need some help. Fuck yeah, let's walk this through, whatever, or all that, and we'll get you where you need and all that, then let's do it, you know? But you're also going to get, like you said, Spanky, you're going to get some of that kick in the butt, maybe a cup of coffee thrown at you, to let's get motivated. What you got going on? What are you doing? What's your plan? You know, what are you going to do? I have to plan my shit out.
Right, and I mean that might be the not the first things that come out my mouth, but it's gonna get to that point.
Right.
You know, if you come to me for help.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna let you vent. I'm gonna let you, and I'll even give you a hug.
Exactly.
You need a hug because I'm a hugger, as long as you don't have the COVIDs.
I got this handy dandy little screen that at first sergeant came up, but he was very innovative, and I can give you a hug that way. How about that?
Oh yeah.
It's a hugging condom.
It's like a whole body condom thing.
Exactly. Oh yeah.
I mean, it can work for that too. We can hug through the body screen.
Do the body screen, yeah. All our slides are green, but I'm gonna give you a hug.
No, but again, like, that guy was a psychiatrist. His job is to prescribe the right medication that should work for you. So he's going to ask very pointed questions to make sure that whatever he's giving you is working. And if it's not, he's going to ask the right questions to try to make sure he's giving you the right medication.
Right.
He really wasn't just a pill pusher.
Right.
Like, he's trying to make sure the shit's working. And if you're still fucked up, shit's not working. So he's trying to get you on the right meds. So,
well, I mean, helping. I mean, you got to be encouraging through the process. If you immediately start saying, you know, it's not going to work out, it's not going to do this, it's not going to be doing that. Well, what's the issue? What's the drama? What do you got going on? What's your problem? What's blah blah blah? And then a lot of it too is that, especially when it comes to veterans, process that have come down that the VA is asking you to do, veterans just get frustrated in doing that shit, and then they resort to that. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that I've kind of, my fellow veterans now that I've been retired for a couple of years, and I'm thinking, you know, you just got to fill this paperwork out. Well, I don't want to do it. Why? It's too much paperwork. Really, it's like literally you could fill it out, like online just about. You could just download the thing. You got a laptop, right? Yeah. Okay, well then fill it. If you're on fucking Facebook all the damn time and you're dropping memes and shit, then you should be able to fill out a VA form and send it off to the VA. Everything's done electronically now. It's unreal. Or find out how to do it. We've walked individuals through the main page, because before, it was funny when I was first starting advice and starting major advice, I was giving advice on the main page stuff. Now that I'm old and out, I'm giving all that VA stuff. You would friggin', you would fucking get people like, okay, there's some people here. There's some recently retired folks, old people. Can you help us out, old people? You know, the next thing I get walked over to the inbox, and I'll help a veteran, all the way through. I've helped veterans all the way through the cases and stuff like that. Even when we had our VA rep before the individual was no longer assigned to us, I was walking the process through, and it's a lot of it. It's that frustration. They get frustrated not realizing how easy it is because no one's going to sit down and explain to them, right?
No, and it absolutely is. It seems so overwhelming. And I mean, yeah, you can be on Facebook all day just like clicking share because a meme made you laugh. But that process of like filing a VA claim seems overwhelming, especially for someone who has those kind of like anxiety disorders and stuff like that.
Right.
It does. It seems completely overwhelming, and it just takes someone to hold their hand. And that's you can do.
Well, damn, Spanky, we could talk about that now. When I was retiring, when I was going through the VA process, how many times did I blow up your phone?
Oh yeah. Well, I wasn't going to put your business out there.
Well,
I already went through it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I
had someone holding my hand through it too.
Yeah, you were like
before you.
Well, I remember that one time there was something that was, I can't remember what it was, but you were like, oh, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. And you're like, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, I never retired before. What am I supposed to do?
Right, and I had someone that I was calling 6
Right.
months ahead of that.
Right.
Like, hey, blah, 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 blah.
Right, exactly.
And
right.
it's just we all go through it, and it does seem completely overwhelming.
Yeah, it does.
When you're the one doing it, because it's your first time.
Right.
And it's a shit ton of paperwork, and it's a shit ton of this, and waiting for ratings, and waiting for this, and it is so much.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be okay. I promise everybody out there, and nobody's going to believe you
Right.
until they get it done, and it's all okay.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I completely understand. And we all do.
Yeah.
You're still going to flip the fuck out until
I mean, I think
it's all done.
I think what it is that a lot of individuals kind of miss that stuff that the military used to provide to help. There'd be somebody there telling you, hey, blah, 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 blah. Hey, do this, this. Hey, do this. And they throw like blank documents at you. And then you're like, all right, block 1, fill this, block 2, fill, you know what I mean? That's not there anymore. So a lot of the veterans that get mad.
But then you got me that I can't yeah, exactly. I'm like, and then I get so mad. I'm like, I don't need you to tell me block 1, fill out my name. I know how to do that. Like, get to the important stuff. So,
right.
It's that back and forth. It's like one or the other.
Right.
Like one extreme or the other. Oh.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting frustrated again. Let me fan myself and clutch my pearls.
Yeah. Ooh, Lord, it's getting hot in here. 1-800-273-8255, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Just give them a call. 1-800-273-8255. You notice we were talking about Space Force shit and all that stuff. I'll stop to talk to you about some stuff like that. I thought it was a prank caller. I was kind of wondering to make sure it wasn't the old GI, but I want to hang up on him. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, was that old GI? It sounded like old GI. Is this like old GI? And I don't want to. Again, once I found out it wasn't a prank caller, then yeah, obviously, I'll shoot the shit with him and hang out. He used to call back in the day and shoot the shit with us and hang out with us on back in the old WTF Nation radio days. I mean, I wasn't even a host. I wasn't even on board yet. But yeah, 1-800-273-8255 if you need to talk to somebody. Obviously, if it's an emergency, you've already done something that you possibly are regretting or something like that. Dial 911. Or at least call a friend, shoot the shit, drop a freaking whatever message. Stop dropping memes if you need to fix yourself. Don't get me wrong. Some of the memes I've seen people who have had issues are pretty fucking funny. So it's just me. And it goes down a dark path with some individuals when they have pretty somber stuff. And there's even individuals that I have talked to. I was like, hey, why are you posting some shit on Facebook that you shouldn't be posting? Why are you posting that? Why, dude, are you okay? Or, hey, woman, are you all right? Or I'm not saying about you, Spanky, but there's been some stuff that has been posted that I've asked you about. I'm not in your business, but I'm just saying I've kind of like, whatever. So, anyways, awkward silence, but I'm just going to go ahead and continue.
No, you know me. I'm trying to do 3 things at once.
I know, exactly. Yes, Tina's got a good point. You would never let someone tell your best friend you're a piece of shit, you're worthless, and everything you touch goes to shit. So don't talk to yourself that way. Exactly, Tina. Exactly that. Work your way through the system. Work your way through your own process, your own mental system on how to engage that objective. Don't wallow it. Definitely don't lose any opportunities that come your way when you can have an opportunity to fix it. Again, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. So once you give up, then that's it. Because then if you didn't take that chance, then how will you ever know? So don't do that. I'll get me pissed off, and then I'll get all upset and mad and all that, and then whatever. Really, just listen.
And we definitely don't want him getting mad.
Yeah, man, like freaking. It's bad enough I got T-Rex arms. I got little T-Rex arms, but I'm rolling through the freaking town like tearing up the place. Exactly. This just kind of like I'm gonna give you some advice. For somebody who gets confronted with stuff like that, just be a good listener. Just be careful what you're saying. Just realize what you're saying. They're going to want to vent. Don't sugarcoat shit. Ask them, hey, I got this going on. Right, get to the nug of it. Don't look at a fault of what the individual's talking about. Let them vent. Do not be judgmental or anything like that, or try to offer too many solutions in this crisis. They might be not needing that. And just be calm and don't overreact. Like I said before in the beginning, be sympathetic, empathetic. And be patient, calm. Accept it. Don't belittle or ISIS got T-Rex arms. Really? Fuck, you're fucking dude. Really? How did you pull Jumpmaster duties without falling out? Yeah, shut up. I don't want to hear that.
Where am I missing all this? No, sorry.
I'm just kidding. I'm just using myself self-deprecating example.
I'll listen.
Exactly. I'll listen.
I am not judgmental.
Right. But yeah, exactly.
And I may not have any solutions.
Right.
I mean, that can happen too.
But you know what? But we will walk that trail together, though, Spanky. If there's an issue, right? Even if you say I don't want to talk about it, all right.
And you need one,
right? Exactly.
I'll find one, but
right.
Sometimes I don't want to talk about it.
Right. Right. I know. Sometimes you shut up, Ken. Well, I was just making sure.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly. Leave me alone.
Yes, I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Yes, you made sure. Okay, thank you. You checked the block of excellence. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Of excellence. Anyways, so enough of that. All right, what were we talking about already? What were we talking about? What was the next thing on the docket? What were we talking about? Shit, we had a lot of stuff.
Right? We have some like guys go around.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Have a coup or something.
Yeah. So check this out. This is funny as shit. Okay, we're not gonna get to the other stuff, but oh well. I mean, shit, we gotta get to. So these old, I don't want to say old, these former Special Forces dudes, okay? These former Green Berets, all right, had the most batshit shit show of excellence that you can possibly imagine when it came to trying to lead a coup. These guys went in to try to overthrow the Venezuelan dictator, Nicolas Maduro.
Say that one more time.
Nicolas Maduro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, try to go. Okay. Try to. I know everybody likes when I say Caracas or Maduro, whatever. Everyone gets all, when I speak Spanglish, when I speak the Spanish. Mm. But anyways, two former Green Berets try to lead a coup against the. Like I said, it was a straight shit show, man. This is like, what the hell? Well, they got captured. They got busted. They literally got. Can we like break balls? Or I don't want our SF buddies. I don't want our SF buddies.
Fuck them guys.
Our SF friends. Shut up, eyes. I heard you talking shit. No, I'm not talking shit about you, bro.
Oh, I'm talking shit.
Yeah.
I'll talk shit. Like,
no, they know. They know not. Yeah.
Like,
no, they know I'm not. They know I'm not fucking attacking them. They know for a fact. So these guys went in and tried to lead a coup against Nicolas Maduro. They tried to do it during the daytime. So if you guys have been paying attention to the news, it's all over Fox. And was that Ice? Are you the president or just a member of the Short Arms Excellence Group? Ha ha ha! Very funny, Branko. I'm not only a member, but I'm also a client. How about that? Was that old commercial? The Hair Club for Men or something like that? So Nicolas Maduro, they went to go overthrow and involved a botched amphibious assault during the daytime, which include former U.S. Army Green Berets and Venezuelan expats. Continued to emerge days after the start of the incident. So this whole freaking thing was it almost like was a, I don't know, it was like a goofy version, it was like almost like a child daycare center version of the Bay of Pigs. And I'll be honest.
Baby Ice Planet?
Yeah, I'm about to say Baby Ice probably would have planned. The SVAB would have probably planned it better. SVAB's going to come on here. Shit, I don't want to talk about the SVAB. Hey, SVAB, how you doing? You could have pulled this off better. Well, there were two former Green Berets that were staff sergeants. It seems like if you want to be a big influencer and all that stuff, get out at the rank of staff sergeant, and then you think you know fucking all. I have had plenty of former staff sergeants try to tell me how to sergeanting before I went public, and only to reveal, oh shit, you really are old.
I mean, don't these guys make sergeant first class like really quick?
Yeah,
really quick.
They make it really fast. However, there is
like in 7 years.
They make it pretty. Yeah, well, yeah. In the community, I was sporting. What rank was I? What? How many years? I was like master sergeant. I was already 12 years or something like that. 13 years.
You make that shit like super fast.
You have to fucking earn it. You just don't get. It's just like Oprah going, you get master sergeant. You get master sergeant. You don't do that shit. Anyways. So everything looks like it's reached its final conclusion yet, because they have been all over the fucking news. Do you see them being paraded around confessing? They're confessing. So everyone now is talking about, this is like the CIA version of the Bay of Pigs. It's more like the freaking. It was more like the fucking. What was that? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Loompas. Trying to do a coup. So the
3-year-olds can do it
better than you. Yeah, exactly. What would you do with 2 Green Berets? They swim in a the Hot Shots version, exactly. Oh man. So Yeah, that was kind of cute. I like that little duet we just did. That was awesome. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
still on the song.
So the U.S. You said,
Really want to
I gotta get the kids to do this again. We were talking about Ready to Fight Tonight. Princess Ice is really excited because she's sitting down she is writing down the lyrics to Ready to Fight Tonight pirate song, and so we're gonna do that. We're also gonna do the expert soldier badge with Baby Ice, and I'm gonna have him. We're gonna do some stuff like that. So we have new jingles and new parody riffs. So the United States has flatly denied any involvement of this thing, of course, which was these guys called this Operation Gideon, like Gideon busted, Gideon captured. They're doing Gideon captured.
No, that's the name of the thing in The Handmaid's Tale.
Really? Is it?
Yeah, Gideon. What is it? The name of the country, I guess, is what they would call it in The Handmaid's Tale.
Really? I didn't watch that show. Yeah. Am I supposed to watch that show? Am I?
Well, you don't have to watch that show. I mean, it's just based off of a book that I read when I was like a kid.
Oh, I don't want to make sure. I don't want to. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to piss off.
The show's okay.
I don't want to piss off Mill Twitter by saying, watching.
No, but that's where I was like, oh, that's from The Handmaid's Tale. I'm like, oh, anyway, go on.
Because I know if you don't watch a certain show on Mill Twitter, they all go nuts and judge you and shit, and immediately you're judged on. Well, you you hate people. What? What are you talking about? Because I didn't watch a certain movie or I didn't watch a certain show. It's almost like individuals that say, "Did you like that Tiger show?" Right? I don't watch that shit. Why the hell would I want to watch that? You all have been psyoped into watching that shit. Anyways. So the United States, of course, flatly denied it. Secretary of State Pompeo said that had we been involved, it would have turned out differently. I agree. I think had we been involved, like literally been involved, we would have laid the scunion on that ass. That'd have been it. Hell, you'd have been like, "Hey, where's Ken? How come there's like certain times not going on?" It'd be like straight up gone. I'd be there. I'd go over there just to sip some Cafe Bustelo on my boat and just watch.
I mean, of course, if we did legitimately been involved, it would have been different. It'd been more than 2 guys and a VA card.
Yeah.
Like, what,
so
4 weapons.
So
it could at least send a whole platoon.
Dude, they could have done something. I mean, it's just hilarious. So Secretary of Defense Mark Esper also denied any of the military involvement in the coup attempt. CIA reported even attempting to tell him, "Hey guys, don't do this." The CIA admitted to say, "Don't do this. Don't do it. Don't even try it. Don't bring your cat cards and your VA cards with you." Yes, that happened. They brought an expired cat card. They brought their credentials and passports. The last time I checked and doing some stuff like this, I know I've been around the planet. I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. You don't bring your creds with you. Especially,
I don't do this kind of thing.
Well, I'm just saying, you don't.
Like, if I'm gonna go on some like secret mission, like some secret squirrel shit, I'm probably not gonna bring like my driver's license even. If I'm going to do some like shit I shouldn't be doing.
Anything that has to do with anything that has to do with illegal shit. Exactly that. Why would you want to bring some illegal shit? Why would you announce that you're doing illegal shit? That's like announcing to the cops you're gonna go buy some weed. Put it on Facebook Live and then say, "I'm gonna go buy some weed."
All right.
Why would you do that? So that's what you're saying. So you're just showing up, and the guy even has his VA card. What the hell is he going to do with VA? Was he going to go to? I didn't know we had an office in Caracas. We were going to go and get a VA. You got your VA stuff going on? Hey, you going to check your status, your rating?
Maybe they have like a discount somewhere. Like he wanted his 10% off. He's got a vet bro down there somewhere. I don't know.
Oh my God, it's fucking hilarious. What do you? I'm gonna go to do this coup, and then by the way, I'm going to bring all my thank you for my service. I'm surprised he wasn't wearing a grunt style jacket or shirt or something like that. Can we say that? Can we just say it? Break balls? How about this? I'll say this so that way everybody's involved, so that way nobody gets butthurt and everybody knows who I'm talking about when I say this. We're all some of these people that I'm going to name. I'm friends with. I know not on a personal level, but we shoot the shit and we're cool. So. Was he wearing a grunt style T-shirt, drinking Black Rifle coffee, and wearing some Ranger Up ball cap? Had a Ranger Up ball cap or something like that? You know what I mean? I'm saying, you don't do that. You don't show up with your VA card. You don't show up with all that stuff. Hey guys, how you doing on Mill Twitter? And then all of a sudden think that you're going to be all Mr. Cool. Especially when you have some kid Now, if you guys look at some of the stuff that they had on, some of the stuff that they had on there was freaking hilarious. So let's go ahead and let's do the showcases, right? You know how the showcase is, right? I want to go ahead and I want to select those weapons right there. So there's the 4 weapons that you see right there on display. Bob, I'm going to go ahead and make a bid on that, and go ahead and check out that gear right there. They also had all their credentials right there. I'm going to go ahead and move the credentials here. Well, definitely could tell that it was American flag right there. I don't know, last time I checked, that looks like an American flag. I'm just saying. And then yours for the price is right.
Oh, there, I can see it now.
Yeah, you can see it now. Sorry, I'm a little delayed on this. And then they had their little the little badass technical trucks. Now, mind you, the Hilux vehicle is the preferred vehicle of all soft. If you have not had, I had a during the invasion of Iraq, I had a Hilux. Man, that thing was bad. It'd take so many rounds. The Land Rover, the Nissan, and the Toyota were the best vehicles for that stuff, and I loved it. It was awesome, and it was good shit. It was, could not complain. The way they even got hit, taking rounds and stuff like that. Pew pew. And then, oh man, there you go. So they also had, and look, it was painted matte black. It was tactical. Look at it. Look, it's tactical. Can you see tactical? Can you see tactical? You see tactical right there? That's all tactical.
There now.
You see the tactical truck?
There it is.
There's all tactical truck, right?
Gotta have one of those.
You gotta have one of those. You gotta be mad fetch baller and shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look how tactically sexy that is. Oh yeah, that's tactically sexy. Look at that. That's awesome.
Gotta have one of those for a coup.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, not to mention, look at the vehicle. Dude, look at that. It's got 240, 249 or 240 or something like that in the back.
Oh,
so
I can't see close enough.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna zoom it. I don't care, but I'm just saying. And then check this out. So the next thing they do is then, oh my, you want to talk about the ultimate in vet broness. So they have ID, the IDs and all that, but they also have flags of Colombia. Looks like the nation of Colombia. But look at the masks. It looks like they were going to be like in.
Oh, that looks like some straight up purge stuff.
Yeah. That what to say. It looks like they're going to be part of like the what was it? Big Trouble in Little Venezuela? Is that Big Trouble in Little Caracas?
There's also some COVIDs. They got to worry about that.
Yeah, they have to worry about social distancing. Does it have truck nuts? Yeah, exactly. So there you go. And with this tactical, they wear masks for the COVIDs. Exactly that. So right there. So there you go with the. It looks like they had some sort of. It looks like a samurai. Judging by the way, that's not. Isn't that like an Asian Pacific type of ornamentation for a mask? Like a samurai mask would be on.
Oh, it is. I've seen those. Oh, like all over.
Yeah, you know that actually. Let me look. Let me see. Samurai. I'm gonna say samurai face hood. Samurai armor face. Armor face. Face of armor. Face of armor. Samurai face armor. Of excellence. Let's see. So it kind of looks like, yeah, it does. Let me, I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm pulling these actually from websites that have samurai adornments, because I know people are going to be, you're talking about Asians. No, I'm not talking about Asians. I'm just talking about the fact that it looks like the samurai stuff. And that's, if you watch some of the movies, Kurosawa films and stuff like that, they have armor plating, like leather type masks on their helmets, which are like, they look like Darth Vader helmets. Look pretty cool. So here is one. Let me see. Let me see if I can drop a samurai face picture, because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like there's some samurai background to that. I don't want anybody that is familiar with that, just let me know and say, yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, because I'm just trying to double check to see if it does. So I'm pulling an image here from an actual samurai website of Samurais of Excellence. Let's see. Here you go. Yeah, let me see this. It's sort of kind of like that. It looks like that looks sort of kind of samurai-ish. So don't go ninja nobody that don't need ninja, right? Can I say that too? Am I gonna? I don't want everybody to get.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get it.
It does. It's just like half of it though.
Yeah, exactly. Look, and it's painted and stuff like that. I can kind of see that type of adornment. So there you go.
I'm not sure why they thought they needed that for a coup in Venezuela, but you know.
Right.
They need.
Right, exactly.
And then kind of uniform.
Right, and then here in this picture you can see them. They're captured. Everyone thinks it's messed up. Someone said if you post that, you're aiding and abetting the enemy. And I'm like, look, I don't care that it's not. So what happened? So the CIA did call them to attempt to to stop it. Dude, stop. Just don't even do it. So a total of like 60 dudes left Colombia in 2 boats headed towards the Venezuelan coast near Caracas. They were going to Caracas. I like saying Caracas.
I can hear that. I
Otra
like
vez.
to listen to you say it.
Otra vez, Caracas, in the ciudad de Venezuela. So there's a defector, there's like a deserter from the Venezuelan military who joined the coup, is now in custody in that country. So he listened to them, said, yeah, I want to do an uprising. And he said that 2 boats was carrying Captain, a dude from the Venezuelan military, former Venezuelan military, and then 2 retired or two Green Berets. I guess they're retired. They got bedboarded, I guess, if they're retired. Aaron Berry and Luke Denman. You can see in the picture right there. They had engine problems, aborted the mission, and attempted to flee to the Dutch island of Bonaire off the coast of Venezuela in the Caribbean Sea. The boat ran out of fuel well before that, forcing them to attempt a landing. Now, the occupants of both boats quickly engaged by Venezuelan security forces. Authorities in Venezuela claim that they had killed 8 of the raiders, but then revised the body count down to 6. Another 13 individuals, include Berry and Denman, were both carrying U.S. passports to identify and other identifying documents. So they had their CAT cards or expired CAT cards. They had their VA card. They had their just standard Brovet stuff. Peak Brovet. I think this is peak. There's pictures of bodies of the people that they shot. I'm not going to post them here because I don't want Facebook to go nuts.
No, they will.
Yeah, they'll go nuts. But anyways,
that happened before.
Yeah, I know, man. We posted something like that, and I got blocked for posting.
Yeah,
that.
from the Dallas.
Yeah, from the Dallas shooting. Yeah, I got a freaking.
Yes.
I got a hit on my fucking Facebook account and all that stuff from the Dallas shooting when that guy tried to attempt to do something.
Like, how do you even get in this business? Like, is there this unknown business opportunity I didn't know? Like, I could be going out and
that's classified.
Organizing coups.
That's classified. I'm gonna say what they say. That's classified. I'm gonna sound like
I'm gonna start my own business.
I'm gonna sound like I'm gonna sound like Edgar from Men in Black. Oh, that's classified.
Let me take this back.
The command came in.
I am personally not going to do this. I can organize it better than this. Let me put it that way.
Right. Baby Eyes can I'll organize this better. And actually, I think if there were some rednecks that went in to do this, I think they could have done it better too.
Right.
You know what I mean? I guarantee if you and these guys got paid. Right. These guys got a couple $100,000 to go do this stuff, so they say. So I guarantee it. Yeah, you drink some 3 Cletus, get Earl, Daryl, mother, brother Daryl, and then go down there and do a coup. They get a couple. They'll get it done with some airboats and John boats in tow to do the mission. They would have been able to cause so much there would have been so much drama down there. It'd have been unreal. And everyone's looking at me like, "Wow, why would you say that? That's messed up. Whatever, dude. Look it up. Look it up. Could you those are the leaders of the coup? Man, at least don't skip leg day, bro.
Military training.
Right. Look at that. I'm not gonna clown. The guy's arrested, man. It sucks. It really blows that he fucking was forced to do it. But goddamn, bro, man.
I mean, I played Call of Duty.
Right.
So I can do this.
I'm about to say, man, I got a group of friends that I played Call of Duty and Rainbow Six Siege and The Division and all that.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, and GTA. Shit. I can fly a helicopter in GTA, so why not? I could probably do a better job than this.
Oh, I can blow some shit up in GTA.
Right.
That's all I'm good for, though.
I don't want everybody to get mad at me and stuff like that. But he has already admitted to the fact that it was a coup. He was responsible for it, and he done did it. So there you go.
Well, at least I know now that there are people out there that I can hire if I ever need a coup.
Well,
I would like need Yelp reviews because this is on the minus side. I'm sure there are other companies out there that have coup services.
Right, dude.
I'm glad to know that they're out there now.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think
in case I ever need to overthrow.
Right. Well, wearing samurai armor face masks. Samurai face masks. What was it? Cloth combat face coverings.
Right.
They were wearing samurai cover face coverings.
The CCFCs.
The CCFCs of excellence. Yeah, dude.
I'm just glad to know that this service is available.
Yeah, services are available. I think. I mean, because you guys like groups like Blackwater and stuff like that do stuff like that. But how you go about ordering that shit? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like I can't just like Uber it.
Right.
Like Uber Eats. Like I can get some coffee delivered to me in like 6 minutes.
Right. But right. I'm about to say exactly.
How do I get a coup?
How do I? You got a coup? What was that?
Over the mayor of clean.
Uber coup. Instead of Uber Eats, it's Uber coup. You gonna call a DoorDash.
Start this business.
DoorDash coup.
Uber coups.
Uber coups. Uber coups. News at 11. What's that?
It can be done, I'm sure.
I'm about to say. So we got to do some house cleaning.
Housekeeping.
No, housekeeping, not house cleaning. Say that too. I'm like on my freaking coffee, and I'm just like, and yeah, straight up. Anyways, what do I say? Oh yeah, so this starts time. Sunday we have Kicking It With Cause and Al on Sundays, and then Mondays the Monday edition with myself and Flash, and then Tuesday is Pop Culture Warrior with CQ Michael Castillo. He has a guest on the 12th of May. God, he's rocking the guests, man. Straight up lethality. He's got lethality, man. Air Force veteran and comedian Quentin Hardy will be coming on to shoot the shit with him and how his career in the Air Force and what he's doing and how how his stand-up comedy is starting up. God, I totally fucked that up. I totally messed that up. I'm not even... Hang on. Let me say that again. One more time. Otra vez. Siempre cortas en español. Mira. Quentin Hardy, Air Force veteran and comedian Quentin Hardy will be telling us, see, the way it sounds, maybe it's just the way I'm reading it. Will be telling us how he ended up as a stand-up comedian after his Air Force career and what he has works in the future, or what he has in the works for the future. See, I'm going to mess it up. I'm a bad, I'm skipping my lines. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. And then, stop laughing at me, Spanky. On 14 May.
Okay, I will write it better for you.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm just flubbering it. 14 May, Sergeant's Time is going to be honored by having Brigadier General Milford Beagle and Command Sergeant Major Jeremiah Gann coming back on again. They're going to be talking about how things have been going down at Fort Jackson after a recent 60 Minutes review and interview talking about their dispersed training environment and how they are operating with COVID-19. I'm curious as hell because we have had everything come from the peninsula, from U.S. Forces of Korea and 8th Army and 2ID, but we've never had anything here from the States, aside from us showing you memes and the plastic divider of excellence. They're going to come on here to talk about that stuff. I'm excited because, they had basic training like canceled, or not canceled, but paused for 2 weeks.
They did.
Yeah, and they were like, oh my God. So we kind of like make sure they get us online. But they're going to be coming back on here and shoot the breeze with us. A great command team. They've been on here before. And I think they're just coming on to poke the bear over with General Donahoe and Sergeant Major Mike Levine. They always do that anyways. It's kind of like the going on WTF Nation radio competition. Who can get on here faster? But hey, more than happy to have you guys back on. We can't wait. And then on Tuesday, May 19th, is going to be Stephanie Klein, Marine Corps veteran. Stephanie Klein is a DC-based stand-up comic, writer, producer, and contributor for the Devil Blog. At loose ends after leaving the Marine Corps and then dealing with the end of her marriage, Stephanie turned to comedy through a workshop with the Armed Services Artists Partnership. So can't wait to have all these guests. Keep stacking those guests on CQ. He is killing it. I'm proud of him. I'm feeling like, wow, CQ, you're doing good. That's good stuff. I'm so proud of CQ. Talk amongst yourselves.
The baby host is
growing up. Stop it. Talk amongst yourselves, guys. Talk amongst yourselves.
I'm so verklempt.
No, so I'm verklempt, yeah. Oh, Misty, I got a Misty. I got onions. Oh, this is yellow pollen's killing me here in Southern Pineland. Anyways, thank you guys and gals for coming on. Everyone listen to Space Force. And then, of course, we'll let you know when Space Force is coming on. Like the Space Force. Not the TV show Space Force, but General Raymond Space Force. Hopefully we can get him on. We'll keep you posted on that. And we're going to keep bugging him too. So aside from that, thank you all for joining us tonight on Stars Time. Y'all have a good night. Shouts. See you.
Express a shot.
Express shots. Yep, see you.
take upon their shoulders a daunting task of relentless fear to make conquest of the last frontier. Now here we are enlisted for the glory of our nation. To say that we're the best would be an under-exaggeration. Prepared for combat with an alien race to kick their asses right in the face. Space Force, Space Force, we'll saddle up our intergalactic horse and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. They say that they've discovered life up there on Mars, so let's blow it all to hell and then claim it for ours. We'll paint the moon red, white, and blue for no other reason than we wanted to. Oh, Jupiter, imagine what you could become. A stupid, pointless planet turned into a giant gun. And Russia, so sorry, have to burst your bubble. Be a good sport now, sit back, relax, and watch us through the hubble as we celebrate the greatness of the United Planet of America. Space Force, Space Force, we'll saddle up our intergalactic horse and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Now we'll go to infinity and beyond, beyond. You'll hear our manly voices singing Space Force strong. The critics say sound doesn't travel in space, to which we reply sound will do as we say. Oh, Captain Kirk, your achievements, though notable and fine, as far as we're concerned, this is Deep Space Mine. And big fans, but Lord Vader, step away from the lightsaber. There can only be one, of course. Space Force. Ra-da-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum, ra-da-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Space Force, Space Force, we'll saddle up our intergalactic horse and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Space
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Good evening, boys and girls. This is Tim Kennedy. I'm a Special Forces sniper, a Ranger qualified Green Beret, a UFC fighter. Please listen to us and the shenanigans that we're going to say. We will insult you. There will be racial slurs. We will be sexist. We will offend you. But there will be magic, and a unicorn will be raped. So enjoy the show. Thank you for listening on WTF Nation Radio.